Good morning everyone. Myself Mangesh Dharme, lecturer in Mechanical Department, NIT Polytechnic Nagpur. Today's our topic of discussion is General Procedure in Machine Design. Now we see which are various steps that are involved in general procedure in machine design. The first step is need or aim. Second step is synthesis. Third step is force analysis. Fourth step is material selection. Fifth step is design of element. Sixth step is modification. Seventh step is detailed drawing. And last step is production. Now we are seeing the various steps in machine design step by step. Now the first step in machine design is need or aim or recognition of need. In this step, first of all, make a complete statement of the problem indicating the need, aim or purpose for which the machine is to be designed. This can be explained with the help of following example. In a figure shows man makes a hole on paper with the help of hand, but he is not able to make a perfect hole with the help of hand. So in this condition, what is the need? That making a definite dimension hole, that is our aim. Also, now the second stage in machine design is synthesis or mechanism. As we see in first slide, man is not able to make a hole with the help of hand, so we need some mechanism which will give the desired motion so that hole will make in a paper with perfect dimension. Figure shows the punching machine. When downward force acting from the top of punching machine, it will move in downward direction, and spring action will move the punching machine in upward direction. This motion is called as a translator. So here downward force is converted into translatory motion, with the help of which hole will be made on paper. So selecting a proper mechanism our need will satisfy. Third step in machine design is analysis of forces acting on machine member. As shown in figure, there is a punching machine on which force is acting from the top. Now this force will transfer to the punch with the help of spring mechanism, and hole will be created on the paper. Here we analyze how the which are various forces acting on the punching machine. The figure shows the punching machine on which force is acting on the top. Because of this force, the type of load on the punch is compressive and shear and crushing stress are developed on punch and the paper material. This will be explained with the help of following diagram. Consider a thick paper sheet on which force is applied with the help of punch. Because of that force, equal and opposite force also acting on punch because of the thick paper sheet. Because of this equal and opposite force, a compressive force or compressive load will be developed on the punch. And because of this compressive force, the stress will be developed at the area of contact of punch and the thick paper sheet material. So, crushing stress is equal to F upon pi by 4 into d square. Why here area is a pi by 4 d square? Because punch is having circular cross section and circular cross section area will contact with the thick paper sheet. That's why the area is a pi by 4 into d square. Second thing, when again we are increasing the force, the material will be tear from here, so the shear stress will be developed and we are getting paper material below the thick paper sheet, and the stress developed around the circumference of this paper material is shear stress is equal to F upon pi dt, where d is. Now next step in machine design is material selection for each member in machine. Figure shows the punching machine in which there are different parts like punch, lever and collection tray. The material used for that are alloy and plastic to sustain the various stresses acting on machine member, as we see in previous slide. According to that, we select material from design data. Fifth step in machine design is design of element or finding sizes and stresses on each member of the machine. By considering the force acting on the member and permissible stresses for the material used. Here we explaining the fifth step of machine design, that is design of element or finding out the size and stresses. Consider a punching machine on which force is applied on the top, so that the type of load that will be acting on the punch of punching machine is compressive, and because of this compressive force, the shear stress and crushing stress will be developed in the punch. Now, with the help of following diagram, we see how the compressive force will be developed, and because of that compressive force, shear and crushing stress will be developed. Consider a thick paper sheet on which we are applying a force with the help of punch. Because of that force, equal and opposite force will apply on punch by thick paper sheet. So equal and opposite force is acting on the punch. So this is called as a compressive force. When compressive force will act on thick paper sheet, what happens here? The crushing stress will be developed. Why crushing stress? Because crushing stress is nothing but which is created at the area of contact between two mechanical components. So here area of contact is a circular shape of the punch. That's why area is a pi by 4 into d square, and crushing stress is equal to F upon pi by 4 into d square. Second most important thing here, again we are increasing the force. The material will be shear from here as shown by the line, so that we are getting the removed paper material below the thick paper sheet, and the stress will be developed around the circumference of this thick paper sheet. Removed material is shear stress, where shear stress is equal to F upon pi dt. Why pi dt? Because shear of the thick paper sheet around the circumference, that's why pi d, and yt because the material of the thick paper sheet will shear up to the thickness t, that's why t. That's why area is a pi dt, where d is a diameter of the punch and t is a thickness of the thick paper sheet. So in this way, by finding out the shear stress and crushing stress, we are finding out the size of the punch and size of. Now, sixth step in machine design is modification. So, why there is a need of modification? Because in previous slide we find out the diameter of punch, but if punch will fail because of shear stress or crushing stress, there is a need of modification. So in modification we can change the diameter of the punch, or we can change the material of the punch, so can it sustain all the stresses, that is the crushing stress and shear stress acting on it while punching operation. Secondly, modification is also done in terms of the look of the machine or the comfort of the machine. As shown in figure, there is a punching machine and there is a no sharp edges on the punching machine, so it is very comfort in use. That is also one type of a modification. Seventh step in machine design is detailed drawing of machine, in which draw the front view, top view, side view and 3D view of product which have to be designed, and also mention various limits, feeds and tolerances. That is called as a detailed drawing or production drawing. It also includes the various production process on each machine member while production. The last step in machine design is production. So in this step, the machine we have to be manufactured is manufactured in the workshop. The figure shows the punching machine having production takes place in the workshop. Thanking you.